Doom are you to welcome on previously? Ooh. Oh, my dad's calling. Oh, it's calling back.
Is he calling to wish me a happy birthday to you? Probably, right?
He does every year. Do I not send that message along?
You haven't yet.
He just calls me. He's so excited. It's Graham's fucking birthday! And he hangs up the phone.
I'm really annoyed. Like, he didn't call about my birthday, which was last week.
I haven't told him about you.
That's rude.
Welcome to You Are Doomed. With me, your host, as always, Bryan Dressel. With me, as always, is Graham, the fighting hobo Mason.
Hiya! Hiya!
I'm sure.
Homeless.
I'm sure that superhero has aged wonderfully.
Yeah.
There's nothing offensive about that at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I just read his new book. It came out last week.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Everybody loves the fighting hobo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, he came to my birthday party.
You had a dress up costumed guy as the fighting hobo. It's just
Well, there was a hobo that turned up and just started beating people up.
Well, I mean, then you just had a real appearance.
Yeah.
We also have this is a long one. We have Matt, Jill Trent, the Science Sleuth, Dykes.
Aha! That's all I could think of. Sleuthing with science.
I realized that I ran out of superheroes on my other list, so I had to go to a more obscure list. And these ones, like, wow. I had heard of about a third of the ones in the other list, and I am 0 for 5 on this list.
This sounds like
More
something out
obscure.
of the 1930s or something.
Yeah, like
the Science Sleuth.
The Science Sleuth. It's a good one.
The fighting hobo.
Oh, there's another one here where a guy is just using his magical powers to just knock somebody's head off, and he looks really upset about it.
Nice.
The guy getting his head knocked off is like, "Hey, stop
My
that."
head.
My head, damn it.
I
Pretty
used
much.
that for the thinking.
Yeah, he was a superhero for all of 1 year in 1939. I'm not going to give any more hints than that. So if you're a super duper comic book nerd and you can guess who I'm talking about, you win a lollipop. Just keep waiting in the mail. It's on the way. I sent it yesterday. Anyhow, on to Frisky Dingo. My God, we're here. We've made it to the debate. It felt like it was never coming, and then
The debate.
ooh.
Yeah, right? Especially starting off with that first 2 episodes. The first one was good. The second episode, you're like, oh, man. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. You're just like, huh, is this thing ever going to happen? And here we are.
And then it happens. Holy crap.
And it's happening.
This is, I want to say, like, Game of Thrones levels of diverting expectations. Like, what did you think was going to happen? It probably wasn't this.
Yeah, I was expecting a debate. Consider the episode is
How
called
dare you?
The Debate, Part 1 and Part 2. I was expecting a debate at some point.
Yeah, that's your bad.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, I should have known better, to be fair.
Yeah. We'll get into that in episode 8 when we get to the actual debate and all of the questions they have to ask. It's just so many. But first we have to get everybody to the debate, and that starts in episode 7. The debate, part 1. This episode kicks off with Carter Hawkins getting ready for his episode. Wow. Carter Hawkins is he's a gem.
Yep. Which,
Do you notice the director as well is Alan Smythe?
Of
On
course
the little
it was.
clapperboard.
Of course it was. I totally missed that.
man.
I picked it up on the last time I watched it. I was like, oh my god.
That's fucking
Write that down quickly.
For those of you who don't know what that joke is, for a long time, if you made a film in Hollywood and it was absolute dog shit, you could replace your director name with Alan Smithy. So if you see Alan Smithy or Alan Smythe, I'm not sure how you exactly pronounce it. If you see a film directed by him, you should probably either direct your attention elsewhere or buckle up for a bumpy ride.
The pilot episode of MacGyver was directed by Alan Smythe.
That tracks.
Oh.
Hey, MacGyver's not that bad. I mean, the pilot's not great.
So we're back
But
to
the rest
that
of the series
tracks.
is pretty good.
It's a long road to the same place.
As soon as I said it, I was thinking, yeah, but the pilot
Well-
is pretty bad.
Before I hitch my wagon to that train.
Hey,
let's just
MacGyver's
make
great,
sure.
except for the pilot, which is what we were making fun of. So, anyhow, so Carter Hawkins is he's practicing his lines, he's writing lines, and he accidentally slips an extra Carter Hawkins, and it is like, my God, that joke just fucking killed me. The teleprompter, the guy behind the camera is like, "Oh, I think you slipped in an extra Carter Hawkins," and Carter Hawkins says, "Ha! Who says that? Who says it? My whore mom." Ha ha! Or was it Hauga?
Oh God.
Woo.
And
God.
yeah, it's kind of exactly what you'd expect from Carter Hawkins.
Yeah.
And then now being here in 2020, after seeing so many anchors go down for gross stuff, you're like, wow, this show is before its time, you know?
It really is. Like, swear to God, I would so much rather watch a presidential debate right now hosted by Carter Hawkins than any of the jokers they've had do it. Like, Chris Wallace, get the fuck out of here. You didn't know what you're doing. Give me Carter Hawkins. He'll ask the important questions. He'll bup you when you try to talk. This guy knows what's up.
You don't bump up me, I bump up you.
Bup. Every time Graham's going bup up, it does make me want to stop. I just have to, like, plow past it. But every time I hear it, I'm like, oh no, I should stop. Oh man! So after that, we catch up a little bit with Killface and Dottie is looking rough.
Yeah, she's had better days.
Yeah,
Had better hair days.
I mean, a clump of hair literally falls off while she's talking.
Again and again.
yeah.
I mean, it's filled like 2 bags on the vacuum cleaner as well.
Bags,
You gotta go bagless.
bagless upright. I mean, as much as Wendell is terrible, he is right in this situation.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, a bagless vac is definitely the best way of hoovering up hair.
I mean, really though, do you guys remember vacuums with bags? How bad they would smell?
Oh my God!
And changing out the bags.
Did you ever have
Yeah.
one rip? Oh,
Oh no!
It was the worst.
With having a dog.
yeah, we had a dog
Filled
at the
with
time.
dog
She was
Yeah, I know.
hypoallergenic and didn't really shed much, but the dog was there.
Oh, I can beat this story. I can beat this story in spades.
Mine doesn't take much to beat.
My mum used to empty the bags and reuse them.
No.
Oh, yes.
How green of her!
How? You have to use
yeah.
another vacuum.
No, they just sort of take it outside to the bin and then just sort of poke around and pull it out. Yeah. Ugh.
I appreciate
Oh
the
my
mentality behind it. I hope it's to
God.
save the environment of all those pesky vacuum cleaner bags and not just to save an extra few pounds.
It was to save money.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why
But,
you see
like,
it diluted
realistically-
Coca-Cola. But not Coca-Cola, it was cheap Coke as well, like Tesco's own.
Ooh.
Diluted like it was squash. Just tastes
Lovely.
like brown water.
yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
The reused vacuum bag might taste better.
Yeah, just throw some Coke in there,
probably, actually.
swirl it around, and pour it in.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
Just blend it up a little bit.
you're on your way to a Rusty Venture cocktail right there.
Oh my God.
All right, so moving back, we are.
You gotta go bagless. This is
Yeah,
really what we're
we
trying
got to
to
get
say.
bagless. That's the whole point of this conversation. We
can't
find out
not
in
picture
the
the
episode
ducktail
after that
either.
we're moving forward.
Bup, bup.
Bup, bup. So
Bup, bup,
after
bup.
that, we have a very brief conversation where we find out that Wendell is now going after neo-Nazis by selling them meth to try to fund Killface's campaign, and gotta say, don't have the best feeling about that.
I mean, if anybody can do it, it's somebody else.
Yeah, that bald cap's not been fitted right, though, is it?
No,
But I feel like he can certainly get in with some neo-Nazis.
oh,
and that's about it.
Easily.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'd have a one of us moment. We'll smell him coming a mile away.
Yeah, I have a feeling he'd sort of get there and be like, oh my God, I'm home.
These are my people.
These are my
So,
Google gobble, one of us,
God,
Google
I haven't seen
gobble.
that movie in so long.
I've only seen that scene, and it's creepy.
Yeah, that's a rough scene.
I mean, anything where someone's chanting one of us is going to be creepy.
And then Google gobble.
And Google Gobble.
That's just
The Google Gobble is really the icing on the cake there.
That's just what's that? What's happening now?
what is
I'm losing my
Google
mind, but also I'm one of you
Yeah,
apparently.
but also,
and
welcome. Soup's on.
Google gobble.
So when does I'm looking at our notes now, and I didn't really take that many notes while watching this one because I just got really sucked into both of these episodes, and I didn't have time to watch them twice. When does the court flashback happen? Is that in this? Is that in this scene?
Yeah, it's just after Killface is like run out of time on the microwave, I think, and then Wendell shows up, and then he talks about
This is when he first like mentions putting Cody in jail for murder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before that he's
And
always
it's,
kind of... yeah.
Judge Mr. Ford.
Yeah, of course, Judge
Yeah.
Mr. Ford, because he's fucking everywhere. But yeah, that was during that whole thing where Cody went on, or not Cody, Wendell went on his whole tirade about how Steven Seagal is part of Taliban.
Yeah.
Taliban.
Worked for the CIA.
Yeah.
Neither confirmed my worked for Steven Seagal.
And that's why his wife left Steven Seagal.
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently
'Cause he was
so.
Taliban.
I love that the documentary just fully calls him out and like, yeah, we have no record of you working for the Department of Labor. Well, yeah, it's CIA. Yeah, or them. Well, they say they can neither confirm it or deny. Yeah, that's what's great about it. Nobody knows if I worked there.
It did. I honestly, it did make me sort of wonder if I could get away with putting CIA on my CV.
I mean, why not, right?
If they'll never confirm or deny.
But that did
make me kind of wonder. It's like, is he cashing paychecks? Is he getting paid?
I have no idea.
How is he surviving?
I mean, I'm sure Wendell's just robbing people and murdering them, right?
That's
I mean,
true.
we see evidence
maybe
of that
he's-
later.
That is just kind of what he does. I mean, he does ask somebody if they have a change for a 38 in the next episode.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep. So moving ever so quickly along, I have to mention just in the courtroom scene, that's why I wanted to make sure I brought it up. I fucking love with Mr. Ford putting Cody in jail and then Wendell's behind him asking him if he should have sex with his wife while he's in prison. But just the whole like, Cody. And just the judge, like the least judge moment. Damn, Cody, answer the man.
But the most Mr. Ford moment, which is weird.
Yeah. I think when we get to the end of this series, I have a very strong feeling that Mr. Ford might be my MVP. Like, he just makes me laugh every goddamn time. I can see why Adam Reed keeps him around.
Yeah. I just love
His
how
ass is everywhere.
I love how he's actually
As it should be.
he's actually called Mr. Ford in real life as well. Apparently, like literally, that's how he's credited, Mr. Ford.
I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, who else would you have voice Mr. Ford but Mr. Ford? All right, so moving past that, we get done with all that, and then they have to do a little bit more debate prep. It doesn't go very well. Does not go very well at all.
No.
I think this is when we have to pour one out for our good friend Dottie. Dottie got a little too grumpy with Killface, which you don't do with Killface. Talked back a little too much, so Killface shoots her in the face.
I mean, to be honest, like this show is like shocking in some elements, like, but it's got to the point where I'm not really shocked by anything anymore, because I just like, I'm expecting something like shocking to happen, so I'm not shocked. This took me by surprise, though. This really took me by surprise, and it took me more by surprise when it was actually like she's actually dead as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be some sort of hallucination where he's like off sort of fantasizing about it, and then we're going to cut back to her still shouting at him or something. But no.
Yeah, or like the gun misfired or something.
Yeah, but no, she is dead. She gets shot through the head.
And then Killface just goes, ha ha ha! Oh, that reminds me, I should fix the annihilatrix. Like, he just moves right past it.
Yep.
But it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, it is genuinely shocking. And while I was watching it, I mean, I've seen this show, I can't even tell you how many times at this point. And I'm watching this scene in particular going, I don't remember Dottie much past this. Is this when she dies? And then he gets hit right in the face. I'm like, oh, yep, there she goes.
Yep. Bye-bye. Have a nice long vacation.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nope.
So while all this is going down, because that's pretty much the end of Killface's story in episode 7, because now he has to get over the debate. I kind of went a little out of order. I apologize, but it's just easier to finish the Killface story than trying to ping pong back and forth between him and Awesome X. So Awesome X is not preparing for the debate. He is not getting ready to go. He is kidnapped by the Decepticons because they were more than he bargained for.
This is true.
He gets put in
And Hooper was as well.
That's right.
He didn't really get a chance to give his regards to Hooper.
Nope, didn't really go well at all. He gets thrown right in a cell, and he's got a hell of a cellmate there.
Yep.
Ronnie!
If it was already
With
bad
the
that he's been thrown
pliers.
into a cell, it got even worse when he got thrown into a cell with Ronnie.
Oh, boy.
And Ronnie's just kind of annoyed with him. He's like, how long are you going to hold on to that? get. How long have you been mad at me for that? For raping me?
I do love like the interview is like, so you and Ronnie, a little history? It's like, a little bit, yeah. And then it's like the flashback comes up and it just says, the banner literally comes up saying, flashback to earlier. And then I just love it. I love as well what Xander refers to it as like, the shame spear of hurt.
Oh.
And it's just like we've talked about it before in the show. It's how excellent they are at the right time for a pause in a joke. And that one is the best of just I would call it more the shame spear. And then he pauses for like a full 2 or 3 seconds of hurt.
Not pleasant memories.
Nope. So he's in the cell with Ronnie, and they're not having the best time, and he needs to get out of there. So Ronnie shows him to the poster that he's made of him as a woman, Photoshop, but he did a good job. Yep. And then it turns out he had a hole underneath that thing, and they could leave whenever they wanted.
This is one of my.
How did you dig that? How did you do that as well?
Holds up a
Holds up the
spork.
phone.
He pulls up a plastic spork. He's like,
and then just lasers it.
And then Ronnie fires his arm laser. He's like,
"Oh, did not know you had.
Did not know you had those."
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson is violin
Awesome.
man with slave.
I know this man. I know this man from TV.
Oh man.
Oh god, what Ronnie refers to taking a poop as well. The brown October.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Which is a setup for a joke in the next episode. In case people aren't paying attention. That is why that is there. I was really hoping Matt caught that joke. Did you
I feel
catch
like I missed it.
the Red October joke?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get there. It's coming up in the next episode. I missed it too. Chewie just walked in and she's like, oh, that's a good Red October joke. I'm like, what is? And then she had to explain it to him. I'm like, fuck me, that is a good one. Teasing for the next 5 minutes. Just wait and see. Is there anything else we missed in episode 7? I know we didn't really talk much about the Hooper and the Decepticons moment, which I really liked, of the idiots. Hurtful, right? We also have Ronnie and Xander crashing into the gazebo, but that's pretty much it, right?
And Xander expecting there to be nerds around.
Oh yeah, well then I guess he's in the right place because he's got Wendell. Oh boy, a Wendell Xander team up. It's not long for this world, but it's a rough ride.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That'll take us
Especially
right
on that
into-
little scooter thing as well.
It goes just so slow. On to
It's overloaded.
episode 8, The Debate, Part 2, where Carter Hawkins starts his rehearsal of the Hager Pants presidential debate. We haven't mentioned Hager Pants yet. Hager Pants, they make some fine slacks, those guys. Right?
Hagar pants. Those are some big pants.
My God, that is like one of my favorite jokes in this episode. How just everyone keeps seeing the pants, like, whoa, those are big pants. When you finally see them, it's like, they did a very good job at
Those are big pants.
blowing me away at how big the pants actually were. Because like even with this show, I'm just like, I'm sure they're not like they're big. Okay, I get it, they're big, and then you finally see them like, oh wow, they really are big. I wonder if there's like a
Yes,
whole like conversation, like how cartoonishly large should they make them? Like the size of a building? Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Yeah, but bigger though.
Yeah, bigger. Go bigger.
Yeah,
Bigger.
just bigger. All right, now that
Bigger.
looks almost painfully large. That's the way to go. So this one starts off with what is this? Killface heading to the debate, right? He's in the limo and
Yep.
they're talking about Hagar Pants, and Baby Lamont fucking closes the limo
I
window.
love that moment. You just see him just like get down, and then he just sort of pops up and just the little flipper thing go.
Fucking penguins. Oh, that was so good. And then right after that, don't we go right back to the Decepticons? Isn't it go straight there, or does we have to spend more time with Xander? I think more time with Xander first, right? My notes are all over. Like I said, I didn't take many notes this week. I apologize.
I think it's a tuxedo T-shirt after that.
Oh, right. This is when we go back to see Old Spice and find that he's not loving life just like he was. He's kind of regretting leaving his life as a farmer. Poor guy.
But that is folly.
Yeah, that is folly.
I love that little,
Yeah.
the kind of proverby moment.
I also just love a hooker when he's talking to her. She's like, "You can't say stuff like that, or people won't think we're doing really great."
Oh god! And then the really mournful look on his face when he he says about how he's like thinking back to his simple life in China.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah. Money and
Simpler
hooker.
times.
At least he's got those. I mean,
Yeah.
Hooker is she's very positive. She just wants everyone to know they're doing really great.
I mean, she gets around in this episode as well because it's her that with Wendell.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh Wendell. Oh god. So after that we have I guess we should mention Xander did not get his tuxedo. He has to put a tuxedo shirt over his Awesome X costume, and it looks so good.
Looks great.
What's it called? What's he refer to it as again? Polyester something nightmare.
I don't remember exactly. Something like that. Yeah. It was. He wasn't a very big fan of wearing that shirt, which I get. If you want to wear a tuxedo T-shirt is a poor substitute.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Especially for a presidential debate, which a tuxedo is still not suggested.
No, that would be a. It's not a great way to win over the crowd. It'd almost be like having a guy who shits in gold toilets try to tell us that he's a man of the people, right?
Mm.
Yep.
I mean, I would say like
Man of the people.
So after this, we have a very brief scene with Wendell in his full-blown Nazi uniform, pulling up to a stoplight to a group of young gentlemen, and they don't really enjoy seeing a fucking Nazi roll up next to them, and not just a Nazi roll
On
up
a
next to
scooter.
them, a Nazi on a scooter with a robot man and fucking Xander Cruz, who looks at them and goes, "The fuck are you staring at?" Like Wendell
Doesn't end well.
It actually, to be fair, I think it ends far better than it probably should have. It ends with a broken nose. Like Wendell,
Yes.
they would have been doing the world a favor if they just shot him. Right?
I do like
I
how
think the world with less Wendells would be nice.
Yeah.
I do like that when Wendell's like, "Why did you jump in?" It's like, when?
It lasts like 2 seconds.
I can't remember what Ronnie said. It's something like one punch chump or something like that.
I thought he just said one and done, didn't he?
Maybe that
Something
might have
like
been it.
that. Yeah.
It's just because he's just in the background, just sort of mumbling to himself.
He's got his ice cream cone just going in the air vent in his helmet. Just. Oh god. Fuck. I can go back and watch them eating popcorn for an hour.
And I love how Awesome X is just shoving tampons into Wendell's nose.
Yeah.
I mean, he only bloodied 2 of them.
It's a good moment. It's a good moment.
Have they done the tampons in the nose thing earlier on in the series, or am I thinking of something else?
I think Awesome X had
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I mean, that would also make sense if
point.
that's how Xander. The only way Xander knows how to stop a runny nose is shove tampons up there.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, what else are they for?
honestly talking, as Xander, I am assuming that's all he thinks they're for.
Yeah. There were also Cruise brand tampons as well.
Well, of course they were.
High flow or something as well, I think it said.
Oh man.
So
Heavy
this
flow.
this is where Wendell he starts taking a even bigger turn for the worst, and he slaps on
Gets
the
his
Awesome
sock
X.
money.
Oh my God! Slaps on the Awesome X mask, and I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Graham. Does he ever take it off again?
I don't remember.
I honestly don't think so.
Actually.
I think he's Wendell X the majority of the show now.
Interesting.
I could be wrong, but I think so. Wendell goes on I mentioned very earlier that he goes on a bit of a journey. I would say
yes,
it's
an adventure, if you will.
it's getting going right now. I'd say from the moment of, do you got change for a 38, and then he blows away the clerk, and then robs the store, of course, and goes and buys heroin. He
Ice cream and heroin.
yeah, he starts his journey.
Yeah, let's get all the ice cream, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the ice cream.
It's like one of those, like, they did not want to murder or rob the store, but since they're in it, might as well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah,
The-
I mean, go big or go home.
Yeah, that is
you know?
the Xander Cruz way.
Yeah.
So now they're on their way to the debate. They're cruising on their way there. They're on. They get close, and this is where Hooper and the Decepticons are going to try to take out the debate, and they're going to bomb it. And they launch bomb. Bomb away.
You mean bombs? right?
Bombs. Bombs.
No.
Plural, right?
Well, we only had the one. They're expensive.
Those things are expensive. Oh, I know that sound.
And
Eagle.
and Ronnie dies, saving Xander's life. It's very
know.
sweet.
Aww.
It's very
So many people
sweet.
die in these 2 episodes.
Yeah, I mentioned, I think it was last week or the week before, that like we're at that big change where like the season just takes a big shift in a different direction. These 2 episodes are that shift. The show is completely different from here on out. It's no longer a political documentary, yada,
Yep.
yada, yada. We'll get there.
Yep.
But that's also why so many people just start dying left and right. And Ronnie's is by far my favorite death, possibly of the entire show. Because he gets crushed
Because
by
the pants, the pants land like perfectly as if he was wearing
Yep.
them.
And I believe even...
You're going to bleed out in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I gotta get going, though. Seriously, dude, like 30 seconds. Stay gold, pony boy.
Aww.
And then...
I mean, he rises to that moment as he rises to any moment and just lets everyone down.
I'll say again, it's the Xander Cruz way. But that is where we also have the Hunt for Red October joke of when I forget his name in Hunt for Red October dies, and he goes, "I would have liked to seen Montana." When Ronnie dies here with his thick Russian accent, he goes, "I would have liked to seen Hannah Montana."
Oh my god!
Oh.
Yeah. That is a really good. Reference stunt for
Isn't it?
October.
Jeez.
I never would have pegged that as a reference until you actually pointed it out as well. That's genius.
Isn't it? That's fantastic. And I missed it. I mean, like I said, I've seen this so many times, and then I called Chewy in because we've been talking. Somehow, The Outsiders have been coming up a lot lately, and just in conversation, specifically the line "Stay gold, pony boy," and I forgot that was in this episode. So I called Chewy in to watch that line. I'm like, "Look, it keeps coming up," and then she's like, "Yeah, and Hunt for Red October." I'm like, "What?" Oh crap! That's amazing.
Jeez.
That's brilliant.
So layered.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just think about it as well. I love that moment in the film. And
Yeah.
never even picked up on that while I was watching the series. I just thought it was a really funny last lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to get a Hannah Montana reference in there,
Yeah. But nope. And that's also why
Miley
in episode 7 with the launching Brown October, it's like, oh, we're getting in the headspace of Red October. Like they set up a joke and then did it, and like so many jokes in this show, they go over right over most people's heads. This thing is so fucking jam packed. You're gonna miss, I'd say, a third of the jokes. They're just not for you.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. All right. So now we're getting into the debate, and Grace Ryan shows up.
She's
to
pregnant.
propose to Xander. She's very pregnant, or fat if you're Xander.
Why are you so fat?
No, you can't has cheeseburgers. You big.
Which is a question that Simon asked as well,
Yeah.
so it's a relevant
It
question.
is.
Oh, you can't has cheeseburger.
I also love the second she shows up on the side of the stage, Killface just to little baby Lamont. Oh, wave to news lady.
Yeah.
And they do.
Yeah, and
I
then we
love
have
the way he
question-
says that as well. Oh, wave to news lady.
He's so excited to see her. And then we have the callback to, I'm blanking on his name. Fucking Watley.
Oh, Watley, yeah.
Pulling Watley out of the ocean. Antagony's back. She's getting Watley out of the ocean. Ah, so excited to have Watley back.
Things are happening.
Oh yeah, the Dread Lobster is back. Cacao.
Dread lobster!
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that we need to mention before we get into the debate itself? Nope. No,
I was
think we're
going to
there.
mention something, but then you said like until we get into the debate itself, which is actually
Yep.
so. What I was going to mention is in the
All right.
debate. So
So the debate gets started, and Carter starts off with the bombshell question of what do you think of the clause in the Constitution that you need to be a U.S. citizen or over the age of 35? And Killface is living here illegally, and Xander is 32. End of debate. 33.
Done.
same
End
age
of
as me.
debate. That's it. It's over.
So why are you here wasting all of our time? And we don't know. And no one knows.
Nope.
And apparently no one else has been running for president.
Nope.
And no one's pointed it
So-
out to them until this point as well.
So Carter Hawkins, doing a good job.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like you're watching the show, and they bring it up, and it's like, for some reason, I just assume since we're watching fucking Frisky Dingo, they're ignoring those rules, or Xander is somehow 35. Oh no, we're still adhering to the law. Then yeah, this entire first half of the season was just for naught.
I had no idea that was actually a law. That was actually an age limit that you had to be
Yep.
to be president.
For the longest time, I thought it was 40, and I kept being like, how the fuck is Pete Buttigieg running for president? This doesn't make sense to me. And then I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, it's 35. Thought it was 40.
Yep.
Oh, well. So what was the thing in the debate you wanted to mention, Matt? Was it the Val for getting her bullets and the wonderful Mr. Ford line? Ah!
Ouch.
No,
Check your box.
there was a bit with Val. I just love how Val's had a box that had a scope on it. I thought that was quite funny.
Nobody even questions it. She's just holding it vertically. And
Yeah.
I can't see around it. Oh, okay.
No, what I was going to mention is Killface killing Lamont.
Oh, yeah. Bye,
That
baby
was really
Lamont.
sad.
It was
Right,
really
it's like-
sad.
That was really
He's
sad.
like squeezing him like a squeeze toy as well, and you can hear him sort of like wheezing, going.
Yep. It's brutal, and then
Really
then
sad.
Killface just had Xander just had to show up and say the wrong thing at the wrong moment, and blam! Bye, baby Lamont. It's very sad to see him go.
He didn't mean to. Killface was just really, really mad and didn't know what he was doing.
And I would honestly say that is the only time in the show we'll see Killface regret killing something.
Yep. I mean, he really regrets killing Lamont because it sounds like because of that he's going to kill everyone.
Yeah, because his bird is dead.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like, why is your bird dead, Killface? Is it because you used him to punch Xander Cruz in the face so hard that you shattered his neck?
Yeah, we just. I'd recommend not asking that question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you'd end up like the interviewer.
That's fair. That would not be my best idea. But we would have Val have another attempted murder on Killface, but she forgot her bullets in her big ass vagina.
It's a big ass box.
Talking about a big ass vagina. Woo!
Oh, God.
Mr. Ford.
I was literally
Just
just going
eat
to
him
say
up.
the same thing. Nom 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 nom.
I love that she's just fine with him. He is just the worst, and she's like, I love you.
I mean, we like him as well. So
Oh, yeah.
there's
he's
just something.
wonderful. He's
There's something
harmless.
innately likable about Mr. Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter what he says.
Yeah.
He's a card, you know?
I am so excited for his next job. I don't want to spoil what his next job is, but the next job he has is just his best one. His best.
President?
I'm not going to spoil it. We'll have to watch. Is there anything else that we missed from these 2 episodes? Should we start moving into our quotes?
Well, I mean, like, Killface killed the cameraman.
We mentioned that. He slaughtered the camera crew.
Cliffhanger ending.
Yeah,
I want to
definitely.
mention that Hooper and some people, some Decepticons, try to take control over the Annihilatrix.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That doesn't.
But that doesn't go so well. But there's a great moment in there,
They do mention in the
which is one of my quotes.
Is it about the melted couplings?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, they do mention in, I think, episode 1 that the couplings could melt. And, yeah, it stays a problem throughout.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to spoil that joke, because I'm guessing I know where that one goes.
I would assume they would have been bigger.
Poor fucking Decepticle. Oh, I forgot about the Mickey Mouse Decepticle. Is my thing not working again?
Do I sound weird?
Oh, goddamn, this is a funny couple of episodes. All right, I think we should move into quotes. Who went first last week? I think it was Graham. So, Matt, do you want to go first this week?
Yeah. So my quote is, it's just
Episode
after
7. Start with episode 7.
Yeah.
If I didn't say. Okay.
So my quote for that episode is, it's just after Dottie goes on about all the senators and Congress people who were neo-Nazis, and you just like a big load of bleeps and everything like that, and it just cuts to Killface in the sort of interview thing, and he goes, "Going to bleep those, I hope." I just love the cutaway and the way he sort of like whispers it as well.
I also love that like one of those is clearly the Vice President of America. The Vice Beep of Beep.
I think you even get Vice Beep
Yeah.
of Beep. Like, huh.
All right, I'll go next. Mine comes from when they're doing the focus group, and to show how easily the Decepticons can be swayed into any opinion. And my favorite character shows up again. She doesn't have my favorite line, but the unemployment lady is there, and I'm just so excited to see her everywhere. But my favorite quote from that scene comes from everything just goes fucking crazy. They start smashing the room, and they throw Dottie into the window, and she just like a bug on a windshield, and blood just spews out of her mouth. And Killface is standing there with Baby Lamont. Oh, wave to Dottie.
He just loves Lamont so much.
He does.
You know?
Oh, it's so sad.
And I did forget that they have another presidential ad for Killface with Baby Lamont
Yeah.
in episode 7 with another post office box in the desert.
By a wall on the border with a person currently climbing over it.
Yeah.
Yep. Surprisingly timely. This presidential debate. It's really funny.
Yeah. I feel really good about my decision a few weeks ago to take a breather from this and kind of reorganize my brain before diving into it. I think that was the right call.
Too many crossovers.
Yeah. Wow.
Graham, what's your quote for 7? Actually, do 7 and 8, and then we'll go back around.
Okay. Yeah, I always thought the couplers would be bigger. Do I sound weird? Oh, is my thing broken? I just love that, cause what? What happened there?
Yeah, why is
really
his
get a lot of
voice
time
so
to find
Totally
out.
random. We're already in a joke on another joke on some other side quest thing. And then they just add a Decepticle with his broken voice box. And you're like, what?
Who doesn't even make it out of the flashback? He gets murdered in the flashback.
Yep. Because he's asked to go get pliers, and she reminds Hooper that, well, Ronnie's got the pliers, obviously. And she asks him, well, go get pliers. And he's like, well, go to the store? I mean, am I going to get reimbursed for that? Blam!
When you go get the
And he gets
pliers,
shot.
ask for a receipt. Don't need a receipt, team player.
Team player, don't need a receipt. And that is also a continuation of my favorite moment. That's just it's so good.
So goddamn good.
And so then moving on from that scene into 8, which is another Hooper and Decepticons moment. To kill my nemesis. Kill face. Wait, what are you doing? Sorry, I thought you blanked. So it was a dramatic pause. Okay, I just don't think you realized how long you were pausing for. That back and forth is just incredible. Because we've said it before and we'll say it again. And we've said it, I think, earlier this episode of how good they are at just a pause.
Yeah.
Just a dramatic pause.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And then you have this in contrast with Awesome X with his non-pause moment with Wendell. And that's also good. But this was just my favorite. If, like, we're going to kill my nemesis. Killface? Yeah, Killface. Yes, it was a dramatic... it's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
And especially the follow-up when they try to do it again, and he's like, maybe shoot yourself a little tape recorder.
He's just trying to be helpful, you know?
So my quote from 8, we've already mentioned it before, and it's just got to be the joke I never caught until this watch, and it's got the I would have liked to seen Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy with that joke now. Matt, what about you? What's your episode 8 quote?
So it's probably like I think it's the last. Yeah, it's the last bit of the entire episode. And they are good-looking slacks. Are they stain resistant? Well, I certainly hope so. And why is that? Because my bird is dead, and now I shall destroy this vile planet.
Ooh, cliff hanger.
Yeah, that's like I got to the end of that. I was like, oh my god, what happens next?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Sea change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
then,
this two part, like it just took what I was expecting to happen, and it sort of like screwed it up and threw it away.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in next week when we talk about the next episode.
So
So
cliffhangers.
yeah.
Yeah, Graham.
So this part,
Sorry.
this was not planned, but I think it worked out better than I could have ever imagined. Of what a great time to take a little break. Like, what a great cliffhanger in the show. We're going to take a little cliffhanger of our own. Graham went and got himself a big old fancy job, and he's got to go on location. So we got to say goodbye to Graham for a little bit.
Bye.
And we're having so much fun doing the show, and I know a lot of you are having so much fun listening to it. It just didn't feel right continuing without Graham or replacing Graham. So we're just going to take a break right along with him. And we're hoping to come back on, is it November 30th? Was that the plan?
Yes.
Yes. So we're hoping to come back on November 30th. It might be the week after, depending on if his show dates change or whatnot. But that is the plan right now. So it'll either be November 30th or December 7th. We will be back and we will finish up this show. In the meantime, Matt and I are going to have a little bit of a chat, and we're going to be down next week. We won't have an episode next week, but the week after, we're hoping to have an episode. It'll either be a crossover with a different show on the ATH Network, or maybe we'll do like our own little series. We'll review a couple movies. Maybe have a special guest or two. We're going to have some fun. But Welcome to Your Doom is going to have to take a brief hiatus while we figure these things out. Graham, what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, Graham.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Because, when you get work, you kind of got to take it.
Yeah.
Especially now, because if you guys haven't been paying attention, the world's on fire, and we might not have, for people in my industry, might not have work in like a month.
Yeah.
For a while, like a real long while. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to take a paycheck real quick.
Yeah, take the work where you can get it. And we will be fine. Everyone will be fine. We'll get through this, and then we'll be back. Like, it's going to feel like no time, I promise. Especially because we do have a couple fun episodes in between. But we still have to figure out exactly what those will be. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm giving you guys opportunities for growth in a way you didn't expect.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, really, if anything.
So the one thing I will say about those special episodes in between, Matt and I are going to discuss. We're going to try to come up with something fun. However, if you, the listener, has a TV show, movie, comic book, whatever you think Matt and I would be perfect to review, reach out to us, athpodcast@gmail.com, and let us know. Or you can reply to the episode postings in the comments below. You can tell us there if there's something you'd like to see us review. We are open to ideas. We will work on our stuff on our own, but if something you have sounds better to us, we will dive right into it. That's all I really had to say about that. I think we're good, right? Should we do some plugs?
Yeah,
let's do some plugs. Be sure to check out athpod.com for this and every other show on the ATH Network, including Behind the Hype, where we are about to start up Hugo Weaving Month, and I'm very excited for Hugo Weaving Month. And then you have to be sure to stick around for December. December, I am so excited for. I'm going to announce it here first. I'm not even going to mention it on Behind the Hype for another 3 weeks, so you have to listen to this show to find out. But Chewy, my wife, came up with the best fucking plan for 2020 and for the end of 2020. The theme for December is, this isn't what we fucking planned, and it's going to be movies that had an idea and they made a totally different fucking movie. We're talking like Spider-Man 3, Rise of Skywalker, Friday the 13th Part 8. It's going to be a great fucking month. We're going to talk about the movies they planned and then what we actually ended up seeing. So excited for December. Cool. You got to hang around. So Hugo Weaving Month is going to be a blast, and then we're going right into the celebration of this isn't what we fucking planned, which is a good callback to 2020.
Yeah.
Graham, you still plugging Watching Paint Dry? Paint Dry? I can say words.
Absolutely. Watching paint dry. If you like watching paint drying, if you like watercolor, if you like just kind of calmly sitting down watching something that's not reminding you of how terribly the world and everything is going right now, then yeah, check out Watching Paint Dry on YouTube and watchingpaintdry.com. If you want any other crafts to get into or purchase, you can look at janemmason.com for more Watching Paint Dry stuff or rug hooking or other craft-y type things. Great stuff. I think she just did a huge piece rug hooked on Joan of Arc, and it's incredible.
Oh, awesome.
It's great. Quite timely. It's quite large. So if you just respect the arts at all, you should check it out. It's a respectable piece just to look at. So yeah, janemmason.com, watchingpaintdry.com for all your watercolor, rug hooking, and other craft-like things. Check it out. Very fun.
Sounds awesome. Matt, what you plugging these days?
Well, I guess my plug is going to tie into the joke a little bit. I'm going to keep talking about this Red Hot Hunt for October article that I've written. It's still not out yet, but it's coming. It's a-coming. Slowly.
Are you gonna go back and add in the Frisky Dingo reference now?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you gonna have to?
I feel like you should. I mean, why not?
Just end it. Just put on a random end of the article. Just 'cause I would like to have seen Hannah Montana, and I've been reading going, what? What's that all about?
Perfect. I think that's everything, right? Should we say goodbye?
I think we shall.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you at the end of November, or be sure to jump into some of our middle episodes. But if you're going to take a break, learn along with us, have a good month. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye. By the way, what the hell is rug hooking?